Fam, what's going on? Kyle Henderson, breaking news. Mark Sears is back. Mark Sears will be coming back for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Let's get all set up. And away we go. Mark Sears coming back for the Alabama Crimson Tide. I want to get your take on Mark Sears coming back. I kind of have the feeling that Mark Sears would be coming back. And now that he is officially coming back, I mean, this Alabama basketball team, everything kind of set up. This is breaking news. And if you're out there and you're just looking around, this is monumental, man. What's up, man? I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Mark Sears in the house. I'm going to get everything up and then away we'll go. But this is breaking news right here on Bama Football on YouTube, as Mark Sears has announced that he is coming back for the 24-25 campaign for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Be with you guys in just a couple of seconds as we get things lifted off right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Go ahead and post your comments inside the comment box. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts about this monumental news today as Mark Sears announces that he is coming back. What do you think about what this means for Alabama basketball? We're going to dive into it in just a few seconds. Let everybody get checked in as this is monumental news. All right, here we go. All right, so where do we start? Well, I mean, we'll start right here from the jump and talk about Mark Sears. I'm going to put up a banner real quick, almost to start in 2 seconds. Mark Sears back. Say it again. Mark Sears is coming back for the 2024-2025 season. All right, here we go. All right, look, I'm gonna tell you this. What Nate Oates has done for Alabama basketball is monumental. And this news has been a long time coming. I felt that as soon as Mark Sears announced that he was going to test his foot within the NBA, he had every right to do that. And I get it. You could say he didn't have the best combine. BS. He did have a good combine. I mean, the guy's vertical was through the roof, and people are always going to be critical of somebody who is 5'10" going into the NBA. He has proved it time and time again this past season that he can play elite basketball. So many times he carried this team during this past season. Yes, Alabama basketball was loaded, but this young man has it. There's certain players who have it. He does. Mark Sears is a player with great ability, and with him coming back, you have to think that Alabama is now the preseason #1 in the country. Okay. Yeah, that is some rat poison for Alabama basketball for the first time ever. And think about this. This will be the first time ever that Alabama basketball will be ranked higher than Alabama football in the preseason. Zoom out a little bit further. Okay. Look what Nate Oates has done in the past couple of seasons, okay? And yeah, softball doing their thing as well, baseball doing their thing as well. Coach Kalen DeBoer out there recruiting lights out. It's incredible. And I saw Josh Miller. There was some news, or there was a tweet that said Jordan partnering up with Alabama basketball. I don't know, but that would be fire if Alabama went to Jordan, specifically because of what is going on right now with Alabama basketball. All right, so get excited about this. Get excited about this, and let's talk about this roster going into this coming season. Because look, I haven't, and I'm still kind of waiting for an update on Jaren Stevenson. So if we see that out there, we'll put a video out there as well. Probably won't go live for Jaren Stevenson, but just, we'll cover it as it comes in. Look, when you look at this roster, I'm gonna bring it up on the other side. Who are you most excited about other than Mark Sears coming back? Because when you look to this roster, they really have everything that you need to make a complete run. And what I mean by that is the fact that they have Grant Nelson. He's coming back. This is actually a really good, let's see if we could share this screen. I just want to make sure everything looks good. All right. So look, when you look to who Alabama basketball has coming back, right? So you had Mark Sears coming back, announces today that he is returning to this basketball team. You also had Grant Nelson, right, several weeks ago announced that he is also coming back for this basketball team. You had guys that exited out, and that was, a Nick Pringle. You had a Rylan Griffin. And look, those guys are going to do work where, like Rylan Griffin going to Kansas, that's amazing for him. But I think Alabama basketball, what they did, they're able to upgrade in certain areas. I mean, you look to now Mark Sears has the big man that Alabama needed. All right. Alabama has Chris Omari coming in. Like, my goodness. Omari was gigantic. And look, the football news is always going to be paramount, but basketball, what Alabama basketball has done and continues to do under Nate Oates, my goodness. And I just saw that Greg Burns said that there's going to be some news coming out in terms of a new arena in the next couple weeks, right? Yes, Caitlin, you're right. Caitlin, what's up? Good to see you. And the women's softball team doing that. You saw that video I did on the softball team. The Tennessee fans were mad because the Alabama softball girls were smoking cigars after the game. And they reverted to the rules, and they said that you couldn't smoke during the game. They weren't smoking in the game. The game was over. It's the same thing that the Alabama football team does after they beat Tennessee every single year. I get it. You got to smoke a cigar a little bit ago, but still. All right. So this and look who Alabama just added. Okay, so let's kind of rewind real fast. So you get Mark Sears coming back. You get Grant coming back. You get Cliff Omari coming in. Okay, he's the big man at Rutgers. You bring Aiden Holloway from Auburn. You get Houston Mellett. You get Chris Youngblood. You get LeBaron Philon. All right, like, this Alabama basketball team, my goodness, it's going to be crazy to think about this roster. And I can't wait to see what they're able to do with this roster intact. They're going to have so much talent. I can't even imagine this type of talent during practice, okay? About practice. Jaron Stevens, we're still waiting to see what Stevenson will do. Big man came through. Okay, so you got Mark Sears, he's returning. You got Grant Nelson, he's also returning. And guess who else is returning? All right, a player that was injured most of the season, who was Latrell Wrightsell. He's coming back too. Okay, Diobate. That guy is oh my goodness, he's a monster. Okay. Like, Diobate is one of my favorites, to be honest. All right, you're losing Chris Parker, Rylan Griffin, of course, Cosby Jr. Right, Cosby Jr. You're losing Sam Walters. I'm mad that Sam Walters was leaving. Okay, I felt that I liked Sam Walters off the bench. I really did. I felt like he kind of had it. He had whatever. Who was it? The young man who would come off the bench and like drop a bucket. Was it Lawson Schaefer? Remember a couple years ago? I felt that Sam Walters kind of had that. So this basketball team, man, it's crazy. So one more time, Mark Sears coming back, Grant Nelson coming back, the incoming transfers. All right, Houston Mallett, this guy out of Pepperdine, 6'5". He averaged 14.5 points a game, and get this. 40% from outside, okay? The guy can shoot. Chris Youngblood, another guy from South Florida. He was a co-AAC Player of the Year, averaged 15 points. And guess what? He also had a 40% percentage from outside. That's crazy. Aiden Holloway, where'd he come from? Well, he came from Auburn, okay? And that's crazy. I cannot, like, Alabama, got Ryan Williams. Auburn wanted. They got Antonio Coleman. They get Aiden Holloway. Look, one thing that I learned when I came here, all right, this is crazy. This is like, if you were excited about Mark Sears coming back, throw a celebration emoji inside the comment box. I don't even know what the celebration emoji would be, but this is gigantic, okay? And if you get Jaron Stevenson to come back in, my goodness. Matthew Cherry, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. This is crazy. It's just like, it's amazing. All right. You also got Darian Reed coming in, a 5-star forward who was McDonald's All-American player. He's 6'7". Aiden Sherrill, right? He's another McDonald's All-American player. Crazy, right? Nas Cunningham, 4-star recruit. Baron Philon, that dude, I'm telling you, woo. I'm telling you, if you see him on the handles, it is crazy. All right, so we got the emojis coming in. with the basketball celebrations. You got Mark Sears has announced that he's coming back. We are waiting on Jared Stevenson, and the news gets better for Alabama basketball. Man, it's crazy. Feels good to be an Alabama fan, right? Man, I will, Matthew. Matthew, I got you, my boy, man. We'll definitely look at the preferred walk-ons, man. We got to give them some love as well, man. Those are the guys, that Nate Oates has on his roster. There was a time. Okay, so let's rewind real quick. So if you're just joining us, Mark Sears is coming back. All right, did you see that Alabama's going to play Purdue as well? This schedule is amazing. And if you just missed it, Greg Byrne said that there might be some news with this new arena. Okay? All right, so that's kind of where we stand with Alabama basketball. Wild. All right, so what I think is going to happen is that I think Nate Oates, and see, like, if you're out there, Alabama basketball fans have wanted this for such a long time. That's why I'm so excited for this team. And I get it. You still have to put all the pieces together and be able to win. This team already has cohesiveness and continuity. I'm going to tell you why. Because look at all the guys that are coming back from last season. Mark Sears, right? So the guy, look, he couldn't even play last year because he was banged up so much, right? And he was supposed to be one of Alabama's top players. But guys stepped up. You know what Nate Oates did with this team last year? He got them to play their absolute maximum potential. The only thing they were missing was a big man because they didn't have Bediako, because Bediako left way too early, and everybody knows that. And I think when you look at hindsight, if they had Bediako, maybe could have went head-to-head with a big man from UConn. I don't know. That guy was ultra-talented. So was the guy from Purdue. But this wasn't a one and done. This wasn't a one-hit wonder for Alabama basketball. Nate Oates has Alabama basketball here. The program is thriving, and to be able to get Mark Sears coming back. Look, like whatever toppings you want on your favorite ice cream, this is the top, and another top will be Jared Stevenson, because look, at 6'11", the guy can play everywhere as well. I love that kid's game. I don't know if he's going to, thank you. The champagne bottle, that may be the best emoji to throw up right now. I'm serious. And you have, and Angel, you're exactly right. Look, Nick Pringle, who didn't like Nick Pringle? He was solid. I liked him. I actually liked the energy. And when he slammed that clipboard, the guy wanted to win, but he wasn't a big man. He wasn't. So, Cliff Amore is a big man. The guy's highlights from Rutgers, I love him. He's a rim protector. So now, and I promise you, people who are out there looking at Alabama basketball and who are thinking about Alabama basketball, they are worried about this team. Can you imagine? Think about this. All right, hear me out, okay? What if you were a Kentucky basketball fan right now, right? You've had the SEC. You tried to get Nate Oates, right? You made a run at him. They put the big contract with Nate Oates. Nate Oates is getting fed here. Look, Kentucky fans understand what's happening. I can't even imagine. It would be like Alabama football, seeing like Missouri or, someone rise up to take over kind of the college football throne. This is what's happening, and Nate Oates is doing it. You know what? Before I end this video, I want to give credit to Greg Byrne and to Nate Oates, okay? Because Greg Byrne, to have the foresight to be able to go to Buffalo and do his research on which coaches are up and coming. And look, when he brought in Nate Oates, people were excited about Buffalo because they had, they were like a blue collar type team, right? They were in the tournament. They were tough to deal with in the first round. But what Nate Oates did when he first came here, and look, he's all business, right? He's all business. And he does have a blue collar attitude. I've never really seen him be like, besides like the jacket. I love the sports coat that he wears, right? It's like the Whip Sanderson, like the plaid. When he rotates those, I do like that. But other than that, he's just like all business guy. And I still think he's young enough because he says what he wants. And look, the sign of an amazing coach is when people start plucking away your assistants because you can't get the head coach. And they did that, and Nate Oates was still able to roll to this level. So this is monumental news. I think Mark Sears coming back puts Alabama. And look, I think On3 already had Alabama basketball as a preseason number one. Okay, so here they are. The preseason number one. Jaren Stevenson comes back. I can't even imagine, right now, the practices and how intense it's going to be. And you know what? This is a really good look. Okay. When I came here, the coach that I came to, that was a basketball coach, was Avery Johnson. I love Avery Johnson. Who doesn't? Best smile. The dude's personality, amazing. He didn't have it for Alabama basketball, okay? And at that point in time, the one thing that Auburn had, because Alabama's still beating Auburn in football, right? That's just how it is. What's up, Jarvis? I see you inside the comment box. Adam, what's going on? I appreciate you being here. But Auburn had basketball. They did. And Bruce Pearl, say what you want about him, the guy can coach, okay? I'm going to ask Jarvis because Jarvis always knows the stats. Jarvis, what is the head-to-head record for Nate Oates versus Bruce Pearl? Because everybody knows that Bruce Pearl, look, you could call him slimy. You could say whatever you want about him. The guy can coach basketball, okay? He can, 100%. What is the record between Nate Oates head-to-head versus Bruce Pearl? What's up, Adam? I appreciate you being here, man. Hey, Matthew, any updates on the coaching staff? Yeah, we'll talk about Alabama basketball, of course, more as we go forward with the coaching staff and all of the pieces that Nate Oates has put together because clearly it's just not Nate Oates. He's got a really good support system around him. I just think it's amazing that he lost some of his quality coaches and he's already been able to still, like he's going up, right? Sometimes you have to cut off people to get to the next level, right? And that's what he's exactly doing. I don't think he cut him off, but I think they're going other places. Mac, what's up, man? Let's pull up the roster. I was looking at the roster and let's see. I couldn't bring up the roster because the roster didn't have it wasn't updated for 2024 and 2025. But I'll see if I can bring it up on the other side. And if I can, all right. So here this okay. This is from Bama Central. I'm sure I could bring that up. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to bring it real quick. If I can't, I can't. Because they don't have like an updated roster. Let's see. Tide Illustrated. We might go there. My buddy Tony Sukalis does a really great job. No, that I want just like the full roster. So whenever I do get that full roster, I'll bring it up and we can kind of look over it. But man, okay. Let me get back to what I was talking about. What is it? It's not 6-2. Is it 6-3? Who has it? It's 6-4. Nate Oates, right? Nate Oates is 6-4 versus Bruce Pearl. Think about that. Sleep on that. Okay. And look, Bruce Pearl is a good basketball coach. I'm just not saying it like some coaches are good. Some are, like Bruce Pearl is one of those guys. And Nate Oates, that is crazy that he's won 6-4 because it's really tough to win down at the barn. We all know that 100%. Man, it's crazy. All right. I hope you guys are happy about this news coming in. And when I get like the full roster, I will bring that to you guys right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Look, it's Bama on YouTube. Okay. The good news, we report on it. Yes, we are. I do have my eye. I'm saying we, it's just me. I do have my eye on the softball team and understand what Coach Murphy's doing because softball's got it going on. The baseball coach, Jason Jackson, the pitching coach, he lives across the street from me. Love that dude. Good dude. And they're doing and it is hard to win in baseball. Limited scholarships, it's hard. Baseball's a whole different thing. But celebrate this good news tonight. It's Wednesday. You can act like it's Friday. Let your hair down a little bit. Mark Sears coming back for the 2024-2025 season. I will keep you posted right here on Bama Football on YouTube. As news happens, drop a thumbs up on this video. Run the thumbs up. We appreciate you guys so much. Mark Sears coming back. Man, if you got a champagne bottle, pop them. And we'll keep you guys posted right here on Bama Football on YouTube. We appreciate you. Oh, I like this right here. Hold on before I go. Hey, MC, man, keep coming back, man. Cliff Amore, Mark Sears, Chris Youngblood, Aiden Holloway, Mo Diobate, Latrell Wrightsell, Grant Nelson, Houston Malik, Kay Spears, LeBaron Philon, Darren Reed. You know who has a really good setup is Bama Central, the Sports Illustrated channel. They have like a really good list. So go do your thing. Go read your stuff. Jimmy Baker, I see you got a new avatar, man. I love in the stash across, man. That looks good. And Bam Productions, man, what's up? Well, I love you guys all. I will catch up with you guys as news breaks, but man, it's a celebration. Yeah, hell yeah, it's gonna be crowded. Those practices are gonna be crazy. You're gonna have 2 courts, right, with everybody running up and down. All right, but we'll we'll run it back when we can. And if Jaren Stevenson might commit as well and come back. I would imagine he does. I love you guys so much. Thanks for being here. Hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe. Mark Sears coming back. I will catch up with you guys as news comes. Thanks for joining me for this special update, and we will talk to you guys soon right here on Bama Football on YouTube.